Hi everyone, this is the legendary I back again with more. This time, just wanted to review a new set. Well, no, not a new set, but it's a set that was released in 2015. And it is Morro Dragon. The Attack of the Morro Dragon. So, I'm gonna start off with the minifigures, reviewing all the minifigures. And then, well, the dragon is just so big that I can't really get it all into one shot. So, I'm gonna have to review the dragon separately, and then there's also one more thing that's off screen because of how big the dragon is, I couldn't display this. I was either going to display the dragon or display this. But first I'm going to go on to the minifigures. And then I'm going to go to the tomb and then the dragon itself. So, the first minifigure is Jay. This is the first minifigure, which is Jay. Deep Stone Armor version. Just to let you know that the Deep Stone Armor is really cool. I think it's really awesome. But in this set you get something exclusive, which wasn't even in the show at all. They just added it, which is his little hover bike. Which is what you got if you got the it was one of the things from the Anaconda wave, early 2015. But yeah, here's his little glider that he uses, and then this is the bottom of the glider, then the side of the glider, other side, and then the top. Then here's Jay, which he has his yellow arrow blade or arrow blade of lightning. Not sure what you would call it, but he has the yellow arrow blade. Now we're going to take a little look at him without all this armor on. So I have taken off all of his armor, and now you see the back printing. Lots of the back printing. And then there's the front printing, which is something that we could see even if he did have on the shoulder pads. But you get these black shoulder pads, which you used to previously be able to get them in gold or silver. Sometimes even a dark silver, which isn't black. It's like a rusty silverish. I would call it like gray. I'm not real sure what you would call that. Like a charcoal color. Like black, but a lot lighter. But then you get a black sword and then a golden sword on the back of his sword holder, and then there's the arrow blade. Then his mask. Then there you go. That looks exactly like the one from the Jaywalker one. Now, let's get on to Jay. Now let's get on to Kai. Kai now gets his moment. So, this is Kai with his deep stone armor on. And just kind of turn it a little bit. So, with deep stone armor, you see, he has his red arrow blade, which the red arrow blade can also be, well, you can also get the red arrow blade in the Ronin REX. or other sets, I think that is probably one of the most common arrow blades out of all of them. And then you could get Jay's arrow blade in the Jaywalker 1 set, and then I think there's another one, but I'm not really sure. But then these sets, well, no, these minifigures aren't even exclusive either. So there are cheaper ways to get these minifigures other than this set, but it's probably the best way to get 2 arrow blades for 1 set. And then you also get the Evil Green Ninja or Possessed Lloyd. So there's a little bit of a look all around, and then now I'm going to take him off of his little hover bike. Not really a hover bike, it's a hover thing. But this hover thing is exactly like Jay's, except for it has Kai's printing. That's a sticker. You look from the top, look from the side, look from the bottom. The only difference is just the red instead of the blue. I like the blue better, but since they have both of them in this set, you could probably just mix it up. Like, if you wanted to, you could have Jay's color there, kind of Jay's color switched around, and one red and one blue. It might look really nice as a custom. But then these parts on a ball joint, a mixel ball joint, so it can move all the way around. Lots of articulation for that. Now, let's get on to the Kai figure. So he has his red arrow blade that I was talking about earlier. Then on the back, you see the swords exactly like Jay. Then he has this red deep stone armor helmet. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of a closer look, but I have to take off all of the armor. Now he's armorless. You see the same printing as you did from the front. Always most of the time going to show their front printing off, but then the back printing is what was covered up by sword holder or shoulder pads or whatever you want to call it. It's in black, and then black sword, golden sword. And then you have this red mask instead of a blue mask. So then when you turn them around, there you go. You just got Kai from the Ronin Rex. There you go. Next, I'm going to take a look at Next, I'm going to take a look at Wraith. So this is Wraith, Chainmaster Wraith, and he has a chain. Obviously, he has a chain with this little and ghostly blade on the end of it. So then you could probably possess one of the ninja. And then there's some chain details, and then ghost tail in the back. Well, you can see all of his printing except for when I take off the head. That's only front. Yeah, got a little bit of back printing, but not really much to show off. So it's not really worth it trying to take the weapon out of his hand. So next is Cowler. Okay, so I just decided to see if I could fit Yokai and Cowler on the same exact plate, so I could just review both of them at the same exact time. Well, there's not really much to say, except for they basically have the same exact printing as some of the other ones and some of the other characters that I could get in cheaper sets. Which, I'll show off the printing without the swords and stuff in a minute. But I just have to say, we'll look from the back. And these sword holders that are from Ronan's Rex. That's a cheaper way to get them, and then you can also get them a little bit cheaper if you get Gultar from, get the Sensilu's hat in purple form, and the Ronan's Rex, Ronan's RX set, and then you could get this from, you could get the head part, or the hood part, from the Jaywalker 1. So all these pieces are pieces that aren't really new. They just go across all the ghosts. And, well, the ghostly swords is something that could probably get your attention. They don't glow in the dark. Nothing on a dragon glows in the dark. But there's one thing that does glow in the dark. And I'm going to see if I could do my best to try and show that off. Okay, time for me to hit the lights. Okay, so you don't really see it, but it's glowing pretty nice. You could kind of see that one, but yeah, you don't really see it that good. Actually, I have some studs that they do that on the first Benjutsu Masters tune, so I'm gonna kind of show that off. Yeah, they don't really glow in the dark like this. Well, good enough for the camera to catch, but I'm gonna now get on to have a look without the armor on. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Yokai was on the right. No. Yokai was on the left side, and Cowler was on... I was right the first time. Cowler was on the left side, and then Yokai was on the right side. Now, Yokai is on the left side, and Cowler is on the right. Yeah, sorry about the confusion. But they look exactly the same, almost. That was why I had to say that little confusing part so I could kind of clear up the... See? They look almost exactly the same. But, except for the torso. If it wasn't for the torso, I would never be able to tell these guys apart. I could barely even tell them apart now that I'm taking off all the armor and taking their weapons from them. Next are the Screamers and Possessed Lloyd, or Evil Green Ninja. So, this is the Evil Green Ninja in the middle. Then, these are just Screamers. They're not specific names, but, it's okay. They both have the same exact molds, just different printing. One has his mouth open, one has his mouth closed. And then actually, I'm gonna say this. This one minifigure is just not included, which is Garmadon. Obviously, he got sent to the cursed realm. So, Garmadon, if you put a Screamer's head on any minifigure, then it'll kind of look like he's smiling. With this Screamer, just printing. Then on the other one, it just looks like a giant mouth instead of a head. So, choose wisely on how you want your minifigure to look. So, then you got the Evil Green Ninja, which has the longest staff I've ever seen. It's still even touching... This is not even scratching the surface of how big it is. There it is. So, yeah, it broke through how long the dragon is. How big the dragon is. And let me just show this off. The Evil Green Ninja had that evil smile. I'm just gonna go through this really quick. And now, there you go. Yeah, Lloyd's symbol. But that's the exact same symbol as on the Morro flyer, which I'm gonna get to that in a separate video. So then, yeah, broken Lloyd symbol. Which is really weird. I'm gonna get to both of those things in the same video later on. But now I think it's time to get to the other thing I've been wanting to talk about, which is First Spinjitzu Master's Tomb. I know that this review isn't going on so quick as it could, but sorry. The First Spinjitzu Master's Tomb. It has Kai's red arrow blade, Jay's yellow arrow blade, and then the round crystal. Round crystal comes in the set. It's rare to get the round crystal in some of the sets. So you only get in about 3 sets, which is the City of Sticks, this one, and then Destiny's Bounty, the Final Flight Destiny's Bounty set. As I said earlier, the studs glow. And then from the back, you really don't see much. From what you see from the front is basically just what you get. And you could put it like that, and then take one of your tiles with 3 studs. Take one of your tiles with 3 studs, and then you can lock it up like that, and then it'll just stay like that forever. I really kind of like that pose. I like the way it is right now. I like that. But then if you want to expand it, then you can just have it out like that. Then it'll look like there's going to be some spots behind it, some places behind it. But that's only your choice if you really want to do that. So now, it's time for what everyone's been waiting for throughout the whole video, which is the Morro Dragon. So, this is the Morro Dragon. It's just really, really tall. So,